Now, you might think that this recent kind of bearish price action that the market's been seeing, this big turbulence event that we've had over the last couple of weeks, would be a bad thing and that the bear market's here, it's all over. However, I strongly disagree with that statement. I remain a massive bull on the cryptocurrency market, and actually, the recent downtrend for crypto actually has me more bullish moving into 2022. And I think that 2022 is going to see the market of markets that's just going to melt all the faces right away. There'll be no faces left anywhere. They'll all be melted. It's going to be massive because we have not got our blow off top yet. We have not seen the market go crazy parabolic, which means we are seeing a lengthening cycle take place. So in today's video, I want to share with you 7 reasons why I believe 2022 is going to be absolutely insane for the cryptocurrency market. My name is Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe to stay up to date with, you should definitely subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, you can take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. The bosses over at YouTube would definitely love that. I would love that, and you're totally awesome if you have a quick second to do that. Also, anybody who would like to receive a notification when I put out a new video, you should click on that notification bell. By the way, if you do not yet have your unstoppable domain, then use the link down below in the description to get yours. This is an NFT domain name. Now, you can either get your personal name, johnsmith.bitcoin, for example, or you can try to get a hot NFT-based domain for flipping purposes. Beer.bitcoin, America.nft, stuff like this, right? Check out your unstoppable domain using the link down below in the description. Now, let's get into this topic. So, the first reason why I believe 2022 is going to be absolutely freaking insane. First, we're going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF, or we're highly likely to get a spot Bitcoin ETF approved in the USA in 2022. Now, the market is likely going to continue rallying, continue being generally bullish until that happens. And yeah, there's ups and downs and all that stuff. Get used to it. It's crypto, but we're generally going in an upward direction for the market. I think until we see the release of a spot Bitcoin ETF, that's basically what's going to keep happening. Now, once it gets released, that could be a bearish catalyst, actually. You can see with gold down here in this chart over here, when the spot gold ETF was released, gold actually went into a downtrend and was basically 10% under the release time for about a year. So gold just kind of went sideways for a year, but down 10%. However, you can look at the bigger trend here. What happened? We had this gold ETF released here, and then we had basically what kicked off, in spite of its lackluster start, a massive, mega, multi-year rally that saw the price of gold rage up by 363%. Kind of a big deal. So I think that a spot Bitcoin ETF approval in the USA could have a similar kind of situation. And actually, Grayscale did a survey recently, and they found that 77% of investors who do not yet have Bitcoin would be more likely to buy Bitcoin if they could buy a spot Bitcoin ETF product. It's going to release trillions of dollars into the market. It's going to be freaking massive. So that, most analysts are saying it's going to happen in 2022. So we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, a big potential news catalyst there. Next up, the cycles are getting longer. Now, this is something I've been talking about since, late last year or something like this. And it seems to be that we're now actually witnessing that in real time. It's one thing to have a theory, right? And I posted lots of charts back in December and January saying, oh, the cycle's getting longer and all that stuff. And if that's true, then we are likely to see the market not finishing until Q1 2022. However, I may not have been bullish enough on my analysis. We may actually see it last much longer than that, and maybe go deep into 2022 or maybe even into 2023, as Benjamin Cohen points out here. He's been doing some great charts for the lengthening cycle theory. Now, it's really important, I think, with the lengthening cycle theory to understand 2 very, very important things. One, of course, is that means the market is not even anywhere close to being topped. We're just seeing standard intraday, interweek, intermonth volatility coming here in the market, and that our top is going to be sometime in 2022, maybe even, as Ben points out here, potentially 2023. That'd be pretty awesome. And the second thing, this is very, very interesting. The 4-year cycle theory could be dead. If this plays out, if we get a lengthening cycle that actually drags us into, let's say, late 2022, then the 4-year cycle is officially dead. It's officially dead at that point. So the 4-year cycle, about, around the times of the Bitcoin halving and stuff, I think at this point we've seen so much money come into the rest of the crypto market that Bitcoin doesn't have the same kind of power that it used to, especially now that the halvings are making such small amounts of Bitcoin. We may not see the bear side come in the same way for a 4-year cycle theory to play out. So could be the end of the 4-year cycle. Now, the third factor I want to discuss with you here, Ethereum has some major upgrades coming in 2022. Now, of particular importance is the move to proof of stake, which is a major economic shift for Ethereum. Not only does it mean that Ethereum will use bugger all energy, and the entire Ethereum network will use the equivalent of like a small US town of like 2,000 people versus the current energy requirements of like a mid-sized country, which is not awesome, not awesome. Less than Bitcoin, still not awesome though. Proof of work has a lot to answer for. The proof of stake move will be great. Also, it will reduce the selling pressure from miners, which is a bullish catalyst as people will be incentivized to stake and then restake to earn more rewards. We also have the triple halving coming, which is going to reduce the total emissions of Ethereum by 90%. Coupled with EIP 1559, that means Ethereum is going to go into negative issuance every year moving forward, starting in 2022. We're also going to have a limited rollout of network sharding, which means that we could see a 3 or 4x increase on transactions per second, according to what Vitalik Buterin laid out in a post recently, with full network sharding with a 64x increase in transactions per second, probably coming in late 2022 or more likely 2023 sometime, but we'll see limited implementations of this coming out earlier, which could dramatically increase the throughput for Ethereum, which would be a positive thing. The effect of Ethereum as being the king of the smart contract market and all these key upgrades happening for it should not be underestimated, and I think it's very bullish, all of these events. Any single one of them is bullish, all of them together, mega bullish. Now, the fourth thing that I'd like to discuss with you is that other blockchains are also doing stuff, guys. Okay, it's not all Bitcoin and Ethereum, all right? Polkadot, Cardano, they're coming online. That's very exciting. Polkadot parachains, we're right now about to the, we're coming up on the 5th Polkadot parachain. Fingers crossed that Efinity is the one to get it. I put a bunch of Polkadot behind Efinity, so I hope that they nail the 5th spot down. Also, we see Cardano, which of course launched smart contracts a couple months ago, and we're starting to see the first applications starting to release test nets and stuff like that on top of Cardano. So hopefully we're going to see actually that ecosystem taking off, which brings more money into the market, there's more people, more options. There's so many Cardano enthusiasts out there, for example, that would be really great when we start getting DeFi on Cardano. Of course, Avalanche, Polygon, Layer 2 Ethereums like Arbitrum, Solana, all this stuff just continues to grow. And all this stuff's just getting started. Really, it's all just started this year. And we have billions of dollars committed to seeing these ecosystems be massively successful. Everybody is throwing hundreds of millions of dollars to incentivize developers, incentivize users to come onto their blockchains. So I would not fade that as an investor. The fifth thing is, of course, mass awareness of crypto. We are actually entering into a mainstream adoption phase for the cryptocurrency markets. We could start talking about the super cycle. That would definitely be a lengthening cycle if we had a super cycle play out, but we'll have lots of volatility, and we'll probably have, a massive run up and a bear market that ends up being not like previous bear markets, much less dramatic, but still painful. Bear market's painful. But then we have stuff like NFTs continuing to capture public interest. Brands are moving in heavily. We've seen Budweiser, Pepsi just announced it. So many brands, so many massive IPs as well, big film franchises, big comic book franchises, all these guys getting into the NFT scene. Now, this is going to be a first access point for millions of people to come into the cryptocurrency market because they're going to go to a movie. They're going to go watch a movie, and then there's going to be a QR code that you can scan, and you're going to get an NFT, and you're going to say, wow, I got this NFT thing. I now need to get a Polygon wallet or an Avalanche wallet or a Solana wallet or an Ethereum wallet, depending on what blockchain, of course, that NFT comes on. It's going to be a mass adoption moment. I'm so happy to see all these big brands adopting NFT technology because it will be a massive avenue for digital collectibles and bring in millions of more people. The sixth reason to be bullish going into 2022, gaming and metaverse. This is a narrative that's only growing in importance. We're seeing, just honestly, if I look back in time to 2017, 2018, it's not that crypto gaming didn't exist back then. You do realize this, right? We've had crypto games around for some time now. The problem is that back in 2018 or 2017, the crypto games we had sucked. That's the problem. Now we've got beautiful games with great graphics, cool gameplay, new levels of dynamics for actually playing those games in terms of the play to earn stuff, the NFT stuff that's being integrated, the investment money coming in behind these games. Gaming and the metaverse, the multi-trillion-dollar opportunity according to some. Gaming is a trillion-dollar plus opportunity by the end of this decade. It's going to bring in tens of millions of new users, maybe hundreds of millions of new users. It's going to be so big. People who are kind of not seeing how important the metaverse and the gaming narrative is going to be in crypto, you're missing a massive opportunity. And it's just growing all the time. We're going to see so many hot games released in 2022. A lot of these guys raised money in the last 6 months or are raising money currently. Their games are coming out next year. It's going to be massive. Going to be massive. The seventh reason, big money is starting to figure out that cryptocurrency is the best tech investment class of this decade. Now, it took them a long time to show up in big numbers, and they still have not all got there. But increasingly, we are seeing the big money guys, the companies, the billionaires, all these guys, right, getting into crypto, realizing that, hey, we invested in tech stocks back in the early 2000s. We invested in tech stocks in the 2010s. And some of them started getting into crypto maybe in 2017. They got burned by the bear market. 2019, 2020, some people started bringing some money in. But 2021 has been a flood of money coming in. And you know what? That flood, when you zoom out, is actually just a trickle right now. Just a trickle of money. But more money is going to come. We are going to see incredible sums of money coming into the market from all the big institutional players, the companies, millionaires, billionaires, all these guys. We've already seen so many multi-$100 million fund raises for investing in venture capital stuff or early stage investing for a lot of these crypto projects, whether it be NFT marketplaces or games or DeFi protocols. We're going to see so much more money come in. It's just beginning. Literally trillions of dollars will come into this market. Makes me excited for 2022. And my final thoughts for you today, although the mega bull cycle, if we kind of go back to our second point there, if it ends in 2022, that's fine. That's fine. It would have been a heck of I need a break. I'd be happy for it to end at some point in 2022 and take a few months off during the bear market anyway. But I also think that when it does end, so to speak, that the next bear market is going to be fundamentally different than the ones we've seen before. Much like early tech stocks, we had massive volatility, and then things kind of even out a little bit. You know, yeah, we still have bear markets. We still have 30-40% corrections for a year. Market's down for a year. That happens. I think that's more likely what's going to happen to crypto next time. But the good news is the bear market's not here yet. Make hay while the sun shines. Enjoy what I believe is going to be a massive 2022 for the cryptocurrency markets. Enjoy many more months of good market conditions. Fingers crossed, of course. And don't forget to take some profits along the way, man. Don't end this bull cycle broke. There's no reason to do that. Make sure to pay yourself once in a while. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. Your question, do you think that 2022 is going to be mega bullish for crypto? Or am I just totally crazy, smoking the hopium, and we're already in a bear market? It's over. It's over. Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.